Not many companies get to have a broad scale of both clients and employees like we've got, and we're eager, which obviously starts at the top with the people that are willing and wanting to be on the cutting edge of the way these things work. So you put all those things together and we kind of make a great partner. It's neat being a production partner because you get to really help in the development of the product and in how they display information, how they put dashboards back and forth, how they're open access with their information. So I find that part really exciting because we can really mold the product to be what we want to be that works for Yellowstone. So being in Austin, you're on the lookout, I guess you could say. It opens your eyes to the possibility of it being successful in your industry because it's already being successful in other industries too. So you don't have to really reimagine what the world would look like with robotics in it because the world already exists with it in it. It's just not in landscape so much. So when they came and they approached us with it, it was just like, shoot, man, that absolutely makes sense. Let's go.
When the crew first initially saw the robot, they were a little skeptical on how it was going to work and what it was going to do to their time and honestly their jobs in the long run.
De primero sí sentí que íbamos a perder el trabajo. Incluso mis amigos también dijeron que pues sí, que ya iban a reemplazar, los robots iban a reemplazar a los humanos, ¿verdad?
It's showing them that this is a win-win. It's not there to take your job, it's there to help make your job better and easier. And over time, when they start to realize this plan has been in place in other markets for a couple of years, no one's lost their job.
An autonomous mower is going to be able to reduce the capacity of the amount of labor you spend on site, reduce the safety concerns that you have with crews, and really just overall have a better quality of cut, more attention to detail on other parts of the property that you may not get when you have to stand on the mower all the time.
We're able to spread people out, get more done, and we're able to actually use mowing crews to be able to focus more on our fine detail work, which is a big thing for us.
So it's spending more time in the human element, using the human eye to do what it's supposed to do, which is a high value exercise instead of just a monotonous back and forth.
The best use for our robot has been our bigger properties, open spaces. A lot of times we would come to these bigger properties and we would have one crew come here and it would take them all day. Now that we have the robot here, we're able to get more properties fit into the schedule on a daily basis.
This machine mows at such a finer, smaller clipping, finer cut, that it actually takes away some of the small undulations in the grass.
They'll keep getting better with the software and the properties they can service, and as they get better servicing more types of our properties, we can deploy a larger amount of robotics. But in my world right now, with the way it currently sits, I could see us being 10 to 20% of our fleet being robotic, which could be, again, hundreds of units.
There's a whole lot of safety features that these companies have put in place, and that's their number one priority whenever they get out here on a field. We're using these in parks, we're using these in public spaces, so that's the number one thing. We want to make sure that our guys are safe and the people around it are safe. So there's plenty of safety measures and sensors, cameras around the robots that create a dome, a safe zone around the robot. So whenever something comes inside that danger zone, it alerts it and cuts off the mower completely.
Como ahorita ya puedo operar 4 robots al mismo tiempo, que me encantaría a mí en mi futuro manejar hasta 10 si se puede.
The last deployment we did, it just went awesome. So we knew the properties to go to, we knew the maps to give the guys, we knew where it would work and where it wouldn't work, and they just went out and we were able to follow a plan, and the plan worked. And so we know that, after 50 versions of doing this, we're finally at a point where I think we can deploy at a little larger scale.
It's a great thing to be a part of, watching this grow, being a part of this and helping it succeed.
So as we see this autonomy improve over the years, we're going to see more and more amount of sites be available for us to use. And we're going to just be able to scale and expand from there. So that's the most exciting part about it.
And so when I go to even robotic programs at high schools and I tell them about it, they're like, "We didn't know that was a thing," because it's still new. And so as kids hear about it, I'm hoping it brings a new level, a new generation of people in, both in college and in high school and in trade schools, but gives people renewed interest in landscape. It's not just what you see every day or what you do at your house, but there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I think people could take interest in and hopefully bring a new generation of people to our industry. It's allowed me, one, because it's given me the freedom to pursue stuff like this, it's allowed me to really stay engaged and passionate about the business that we're in. I think that's one of the reasons I love Yellowstone so much, is because they're so interested in being the best company they can be and being the best, being a leader in the industry for all things that are beneficial for everybody. And so them allowing me to do this really speaks well for the industry, And it really speaks well for Yellowstone to be a progressive partner for all these guys, because somebody's got to do it. Because someone like this has to be able to go out and take a chance and take a risk and find the way to use it. So it means everything. And I think that it's one of the many reasons why Yellowstone's the best freaking landscape company in the world, because who else puts this much time and energy and effort into allowing people to pursue best practice?